Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tough Tony here. Please excuse the loudness in my background. My bedroom window is open because it's pretty cool outside, and I don't feel like turning on the air conditioner because I'm being here freezing my balls off. But let's just talk about on Sunday night, WWE had their Night of Champions pay-per-view. I've always enjoyed this pay-per-view, not because of match content, but because I can finally see some titles being defended on pay-per-view and otherwise I won't be able to see. Because half the time I can't even remember the last time they had some championship matches outside of the world titles on a pay-per-view. But let's start it off. First we have the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Miz and R-Truth versus Air Boom, the team of Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne finally got a belt. And Kofi Kingston seems to always have a belt. So when I first seen this was the opening match, I said to myself, WWE tag titles? They actually do defend those sometimes. Oh, and they're actually defending it on a pay-per-view because they have to. Do you realize since they made the new versions of the belt, they really haven't had many championships on pay-per-view? But this gets to my point. I'm going to use this reference a lot. How WWE, statement a lot I should say, how the WWE fucking just buries people. Miz was WWE champion. And he's competing for tag titles? Look how they fucking bury people. They do this to every single person. This is my message to the WWE. If you want to give people world titles and you think they can't draw over a long period of time, don't fucking give them a world title. Stop giving them out and stop burying your fucking talent. Some people shouldn't even be past mid-card. But I'll get to that in a moment. Of course, they have you have 4 guys that can draw some money for the WWE. This match wasn't all that good. It was okay. Of course, Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston were high spots all night long. Miz and R-Truth worked very well. And by the way, when they came out, they did a new version of What's Up called You Suck. Or is it Shut Up? I think it was You Suck. But, yeah, that was the best rap song I've heard in... That's the best hip-hop/rap song I've heard in about 6 years. Possibly even more. But on to that. The match ends in a disqualification because Miz and R-Truth beat down the referee. What a way to end it. 2.5 stars out of 5. Next up we have the Intercontinental Championship match. Ted DiBiase versus Cody Rhodes. This was a very competitive match to say the least. The thing with this match worked so very, very well because Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase have been tag team partners for so long on Raw. They had great chemistry. Ted DiBiase showed very good in-ring product that night. Cody Rhodes was getting countered in every way, shape, or form. And Ted DiBiase managed to get the mask off of him. And Cody Rhodes rolled him up while grabbing the tights, mind you, for the pinfall. However, I've also seen how Cody Rhodes has started to use most of Goldust's moves in the ring. He hasn't pretty much used any of his father's moves in the ring, but hey, I always thought if Cody Rhodes was to face him and Goldust could be tag champs or something, that really would probably be pretty good. And make them half decent. I'm not talking about you fucking job them out to everybody. So I mean, you got fucking Santino Marella, who still has a fucking job in the WWE, and yet they get rid of the guys that can actually fucking wrestle like Vladimir and fucking David Hart Smith and all these people. Well, it's the WWE. What are you going to do? It's corporate wrestling. You fire the people who can generate dollars, but you keep the ones who can't do shit. 3.5 out of 5 this match gets. Next up, we have the Fatal 4-Way match for the United States Championship. Dolph Ziggler defends against Jack Swagger, Alex Riley, and John Morrison. A Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. title. All these guys should be getting U.S. title matches every single night. And this match was just, I love Fatal 4. I love to see more people in the match than just 2 because I think that every single championship should be defended in Fatal 4-Way matches constantly. But the U.S. title is probably the only belt in the company that actually has a gob of contenders. There should be like 8 guys getting shots at that belt. But anyway, This match was, everyone did their thing. Everyone got a chance to shine. Alex Riley looked, the only person that really didn't look good in this match was Dolph Ziggler. Jack Swagger looked good, didn't look better than he looked in the last 6 to 8 months. John Morrison looked good, even coming off an injury. I think he was at comedy school. I really didn't think he was injured. And Alex Riley looks pretty good. I mean, Alex Riley should very well be the U.S. champion. He really should be, but maybe WWE made that booking decision sometime in the future. The match was over after Jack Swagger hit John Morrison with a gut-wrench powerbomb and Dolph Ziggler picked up the pieces like a heel champion should do. I'll give this match a... Did I rate? Yes, I did. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because I actually really enjoyed the match. And anytime there's more than 2 guys that can't wrestle in the match and there's 4 guys that have very different style, the only person in there that really sucked is Dolph Ziggler. That's saved for another argument. Next up, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match. Randy Orton versus Mark Henry. Now, this is one thing when WWE manages to book somebody in the right direction. Mark Henry's been dominating, destroying, just totally dismantling WWE SmackDown mid-card. He's been whooping ass, taking names, and he finally gets a shot at the world title. And by the way, I do have a video. After this one, I'm going to post a video of my thoughts on that. And it will be to your enjoyment, I guarantee it. Mark Henry as a world champion. Randy Orton. It was a pretty decent match, I have to say. Mark Henry, it's the type of match that you... Now, keep in mind, if this was John Cena, Mark Henry would have been done in like 6 minutes. But Randy Orton and Mark Henry managed to drag it out to like a 10-minute match. Or maybe 12. But if it was John Cena, it wouldn't even have been a fucking match. Randy Orton fought courageously. But Mark Henry stopped him on every turn with just brutal force, unstoppable force of brutality he was. He hit him with world's strongest splashes, world's strongest slams. He countered RKOs. Randy Orton didn't go for a punt kick when he had like 5 opportunities to do so. Mark Henry ended it with a world's strongest slam after Orton got in his face and tried to hit an RKO, and Mark Henry walks out with the world championship. Very good. But this is my only argument. You can't have Sheamus booked to beat Orton. You can't have Christian, who is probably the second largest draw on SmackDown. He can't get booked. But you let Mark Henry get booked. Maybe a thank you push. I give that match actually another 4 out of 5. This match was very, very enjoyable. I mean, if you was going to see any match on this pay-per-view, this one should be it. Next up, we have the Divas title match with Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly. And like I said before, Kelly Kelly is probably the most inept person in the WWE Divas locker room. Her, Rosa Mendez. Actually, there's a lot of them that are totally inept. Her, Rosa Mendez, the Bella Twins, Maurice, all of them are. Kelly Kelly's there because she's uber popular. That's the only reason why she's fucking women's champion. But just like fucking Sable. But the only difference is that Kelly Kelly's not an absolute twat or absolute cunt like fucking, or bitch like Sable is. Does Kelly Kelly have passion for the business? Probably. But I don't really care. Natalia accompanied Beth to ringside. It was in Buffalo, New York. It was Beth's hometown, so you know it was a huge crowd cheering for Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix fucking mauled Kelly Kelly during this match. She should have walked out with the title, but of course she didn't. Once again, Kelly Kelly countered the move and rolled her up for the pin for the second month in a row. But she did the same thing at the last fucking pay-per-view. It disappointed me somewhat because I believe that Beth Phoenix should be dominating. But, hey, I'll give this match a... Did I rate it? I gave it a 3 out of 5. Actually, as a matter of fact, I was going to say something about Natalya, how Natalya dyed her hair blonde, and I think she's already a blonde, but there's no more pink in it. And I just wanted to put an emphasis on this, that it was hard to fucking recognize her without the little pink stripe going through her hair. And I said, well, you know, pink is a symbol of the hearts. And I came up with a little joke. This may piss off a lot of people. I said, I can see why everybody in the Hart family wears pink, because they're all pussies. Just like Brett is. And why I say that, because he prostitutes his family more times than any fucking body. Anytime he needs some fucking publicity, he starts whining and moaning like the pussy that he is. But that's saved for another rant. 3 out of 5. Next up, the WWE Championship match. Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena. This match was this match is actually, this is probably the best singles match I've ever seen Alberto Del Rio compete in. And is it just me, or is John Cena's in-ring performances getting way, way better? They're getting so much better as of late as far as pay-per-view goes. But then, you figure, Alberto, of course Cena won with the STF-U, and Alberto tapped. This match is pretty much back and forth. You can really get into it. John Cena, you know, saying he's not a true champ. But the thing is, though, they didn't even give Alberto Del Rio the courtesy successful title defense. They gave Jack Swagger that. And they had Miz the champion for almost 160 days. You know, but the funny thing, they fucking pulled the plug on him so fucking fast. It is fucking amazing. And John Cena walks out with a title. And then the damn commentators are fucking congratulating. How you going to congratulate Cena on a belt he fucking won 10 times? 12 if you count the 2 world title reigns. The world heavyweight title reigns. Yeah, congratulations for winning the same fucking belt in the same fucking fashion that you have done 10 times in a row. Fucking congratulations. I'll give that match actually a 4 out of 5 as well. I'm giving these matches actually, and the reason I'm doing this is because the matches were actually well worked. They were actually well worked. Much like TNA's matches were. Minus, you know, the main event, like I always say, which is total crap shit. Next up we have CM Punk versus Triple H. If Triple H loses, he has to step down as COO. This match was no holds barred, no disqualification, no count out. This is another one of WWE's glorified after-school slap-fest sissy fights that they want to call no disqualification street fights. Little wrestling to be had. Very little. This is Triple H's first match back in WrestleMania, since WrestleMania, which was a pretty huge, dismal shitfest that he had with The Undertaker. And in this match, Triple H didn't put my expectations up any higher than what he did. Excuse me for one moment. Had to fuck with my computer. But anyway, Triple H did not redeem himself in this match. The match fucking went into an entire shitfest. Truth and Miz came out. Whooped their asses. Then R-Truth and Miz got their asses kicked by Triple H and CM Punk. Then when CM Punk, the next thing you know, here comes Kevin Nash. Oh God, this motherfucker. I got a rant on him coming up too. Man, I can't fucking stand him. He destroys every fucking thing. He comes out, he beats up both of them. Jackknife powerbomb CM Punk, and then Triple H hits him upside the head with a sledgehammer. And I thought it was going to be a gleam of hope that Triple H will finally get somebody over. I thought he was going to put Punk over. Oh, was I wrong? And I knew he wasn't deep down because, let's see, CM Punk is not one of Triple H's friends. He's not Ric Flair. He's not Shawn Michaels. He's not a workout buddy like Sheamus. He's not a total ass kisser like Kevin Nash or Batista or Randy Orton. Another person Triple H never really put over in a singles competition. I really don't count Orton anymore. So Triple H lines up CM Punk and hits him with a pedigree for the win. Yes, another person in Triple H's selfish ass can't never put the fuck over. Hopefully he puts him over at a later date. And they already destroyed the only hot angle WWE had in so fucking long. I give this match a 3.5 out of 5 because it just was not enjoyable. But actually, as a matter of fact, I've seen all the matches CM Punk had with Orton. I've seen all the matches he had with Cena. And this is just pay-per-view. This was the worst match that CM Punk... I'm not saying it's totally awful, but out of all those matches, this one is by far not the best. All because he's working with inept Triple H, who's 43 years old. I give this match overall a 9 out of 10. I give the whole event a 9 out of 10. It wasn't bad. I mean, it could have been worse. It really could. But I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. And this is probably the only WWE pay-per-view that I'm actually think about buying on DVD. Psych. I ain't spending no money on no fucking WWE. I seen this shit on my fucking toolbar. That I can see this shit for free. It's not good enough for me to spend fucking money on it. And I wish they could do this shit every single month. Make something good. But anyway, this is Tough Tony signing off once again, and I will see you all later.